since I only have cardio today, no training, I like to do recovery work. So I have, I'm gonna do a lot of stretching. So I have two things. The first thing is a yoga wheel right here. I got this from Amazon, so I have the link. It's very affordable. I use this mostly to help me really stretch out my arms and to hit my lower back. Being a bikini pro, we arch our back a lot in that posing. So this has definitely helped me, and I am not flexible, guys, at all. So earlier in the year, I got this and I started practicing yoga moves on it just to improve my flexibility, and it definitely has helped. It also has helped improve my posture, and I feel more flexible, and when I hit my poses, I don't get as sore as I used to. I'll even try to fit this in my suitcase if I can. It's gonna be really hard. I wish I could bring this with me, because this really is amazing to have with you on show day. After you get off prejudging and they make you pose for so long, you just jump on this and it, you know, relaxes. But what I'll probably do is just bring my mini foam roller. So this is my mini foam roller. I'll also link this down. I got this from Amazon too. It has two parts. So this outside plastic part, and then there's another little foam roller in here. So even smaller, which is great. And it's cute as hell because I love this color. And I like to foam roll my IT band, definitely. So this is side on my legs, because they get really tight and my hip flexors get tight. And then I'm gonna show you guys a couple of stretches I do to really help with my hip flexors and my lower back, and just improve my flexibility, make sure things are moving. All my stretches are made for posing. So I really focus on things that help me improve with posing and my posture and my core stabilization muscles. So this is just my tip, so I'm gonna let you guys run through with me. So grab your yoga wheel, guys. We're going to place it on our lower back, wherever you feel comfortable. There is no wrong or right way to do this. I like to just go onto the yoga wheel and I like to roll back and forth a little bit just to get my body used to it and warmed up. And I make sure that it's positioned where I feel nice and balanced. Now I'm going to take my time. I'm going to come all the way back, and then I'm going to raise my toes up. Well, I'm raising my feet up to have my toes on the floor pointed, and then my hands over my head. And I just like to hold this position for a really, really long time. It really, really releases the tension in your lower back. And then when I come down, I'm going to slowly release and breathe out. Next, we're going to stretch out our shoulders. So I take the yoga wheel again, and I place my hands on the yoga wheel with my palm very flat. My palm will be facing out towards me, and I'm just going to rotate my neck left, and I'm also going to rotate it right. I do this with both sides, so you can rotate it to the left and hold it, and then rotate your neck to the right, and then switch arms wherever you feel the tension. But it's really good for releasing the pressure in your neck and your upper back. Don't forget to breathe. Now we're going to grab our foam roller. You know, I love this baby. It's so amazing. So we're going to foam roll our IT band, which is pretty much the side of your leg. Now your IT band tends to get really, really tight, especially us bikini girls with all the posing, doing all the glute and leg work. Trust me, your IT band gets tight. So I like to bring one leg out in front, and the other leg that I am foam rolling with is the leg that is straightened. And then I balance with my hands on top. I'm going to do this for the left and the right side. And I'm just going to roll back and forth and break up all that tissue in my leg. It's going to hurt, but trust me, it's going to feel amazing later. Now let's stretch. So I like to bring my feet together, and it's going to come as close to my body as I can do. And I'm going to put my hands and elbows down, and I'm just going to focus on my breathing and really holding this stretch. I like to hold it for about 30 to 45 seconds. Next stretch is we're going to do a single leg stretch. So bring one leg out in front of you, bend the other one into your body, and reach out with your hands, and then try to drop your head. Now, I'm not that flexible, but if you can drop your head all the way to your leg, please do so. But if you're not as flexible as me, this works as well. And this really stretches out the hamstrings and the quads. Now, my go-to stretch, especially because of the posing, my hips get so tight in my glutes. So you're gonna bend one knee and you're gonna bring it all the way over while keeping your upper flat and straight as possible, and in the opposite hand, that arm is laid out in front of you. And you really want to hold this stretch. You're going to feel it on the side of your glutes, and you're going to do it on the left and the right side. Try to keep your upper as forward or like straight as possible, and only twist from the bottom. Now we're still going to stretch out that glute some more. So bring one knee over the other and both knees are bent, and you want to put your hands in between your legs, and then you want to push your legs towards your body as much as you possibly can. And this is going to really stretch out your hamstrings and your glutes. So you're going to feel it, guys, and you're going to love me. Now make sure you are really focusing on your breathing. When you're stretching, breathe, take your time, hold it. Hold it for about 30 to 45 seconds. Do it on the left to right side, and just enjoy this moment. When you first do this, it's hard, but I promise it gets easy over time. And then I like to grab both my legs and squeeze and hug them because I love them so much afterwards. Now we're really gonna stretch our hips and really open. So I like to bring one leg out in front of me and another leg is behind me, and my knees are bent, and you try to center yourself as much as possible. Now I'm going to come down slowly, but while I'm coming down, I'm pushing that knee in front of me into the ground. You can't see it, but if you do it, you feel it. You can really feel it open up your hips. So take your time. You just want to come down slowly, pushing that knee into the ground. I like to do this about 5 reps on each leg, and I hold it at the bottom where I'm pushing my knee for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then I come up and slowly release. Take your time. The first time you do this, it will be hard, but I promise you it gets better over time. And you're gonna love me later because your hips are gonna feel fantastic. Now we're gonna stretch up the upper. So we're gonna crack our back and bring one arm over, the opposite hand is bent and one arm is straight. You're gonna do this for left and right side. I like to hold it for 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Remember, focus on your breathing. This is really good for stretching out your shoulders and hitting your upper back. And then let's hit some triceps. So bend one elbow and bring it behind your back. Hold it for about 15 to 30 seconds on each side. And really remember to focus on your breathing. We're gonna hit some core stretches and also back. So bring one arm, keep it straight, and you really wanna reach over as far as possible. Again, hold this for about 30 to 45 seconds, and you wanna do it for the left and right side. I want to hit some more on my back and my glutes, so I'm going to cross one leg over the other, and I'm going to put the opposite arm over, and I'm going to do a twist. And you're just going to hold this for about 30 to 45 seconds. We're going to do this on both sides. So what you do is when you switch sides, you keep your legs the same, but this time you bring your arm over and you keep your arm straight this time to really push it against that knee. And it's going to really open up your hips, and you're going to feel all your back and everything release. It's magical time. And finally, I like to end with the child pose. We've all done this, so all you do is you bend your knees, put your hands on the ground, drop your head, and just breathe in, breathe out, and relax. You're done. Ooh. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that stretching session. It's very important to stretch. I mean, you should stretch every day, but let's be honest, we don't. So like, I definitely set days where I stretch a lot, especially when you're 1 week out. You know, it's really, you start getting tight. So definitely stretch. And also when your menstrual cycle is about to happen, it's really good to do these stretches and use a yoga roll and foam roller in your lower back, just to break up the water and to get things moving, to help with some aches. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and let's eat. Ah!